I'm Fathiya Khamis, a senior scientist at ICPE, and I head the Integrated Biosciences platform. In training, I am a molecular biologist, and I started my training as an undergraduate in 1996, and I finished my PhD in 2009. Molecular biology entails genotyping or identification using DNA to identify an insect or plant. And besides the identification, we do population genetics and microbiome analysis. My interest in science was from my primary school, and I took my interests up to secondary school, and I wanted to be a medical doctor, but to go to sciences, especially biochemistry, was closer to what I had initially wanted to do. But I have no regrets because I like the field I am in. I work a lot on pest management, especially supporting colleagues in these integrated pest management systems, doing the population genetics, knowing the extent of this population in terms of variability or in terms of relatedness. So I do a lot of insects identification. So I've worked on a number of insects, especially in the plant health arena. This is the first stage. It's the adults. They don't like light. My main job was to do identification using molecular tools. I came up with this idea to test it on plastic and then get to see the bacteria consortia. So in this search, we came across the mealworm in our chicken coop, where we are doing an experiment on black soldier fly, feeding to poultry. So we got it, and this mealworm normally is a pest. It is found in these chicken coops, and it can destroy the insulators in these chicken coops, or it's also a storage pest where it destroys grains. So we picked it and we brought it to the lab. We managed to rear it. And in that quest to do identification, of course, this is a mealworm, and elsewhere, like in US and Europe, they've worked on another kind of mealworm, which is the yellow mealworm. So this was a close relative. So I thought, why don't you feed it with plastic for us to see what is expressed in their gut? This was my first question. I wanted to see if it can feed, as one question, and then the second, what is expressed in the gut in terms of the biota. Our first breakthrough was it feeding, because we kept it overnight, and when we came the next day, we could see that it bored into the styrofoam. The second step was to put proper experimentation for us to see what is expressed in their gut, for them to be degrading or digesting this plastic. Women in science are not many, but at least the institution, as ICPE, we are trying as much as possible to recruit female scientists at many levels. Even our students, we try to balance this. We are trying to, to empower, especially the young female, but we are yet to reach there to have, 50-50 balance. Of course, as a lady, you have to work extra hard, because also biologically we have to bear many things which our male colleagues don't, especially like childbearing, and you know that we come of age where you have to have your children before certain ages. So with all this, you have to take them into your strides as you move on with this career, which involve a lot of studies, because from undergraduate you don't rest at that. You go to postgraduate, you start with masters, and also you have to balance. What I like to do is read on my science. I enjoy that. And I also like mentoring. So when I'm free from reading, I step into my lab and talk to my students, because some of them can be stressed and you won't know unless you talk to them. I will encourage the young to uptake this science. Take it as a challenge and try to excel in it. It's not hard, it needs dedication, and anything is possible in life. What a man can do, a woman can do maybe better.